Hi there YouTubers, welcome back to my channel Workshop Fun. Today I'd like to share something special to me. It's something I've been after for a long time now, and it's a real gem here in New Zealand. I've said many times it's hard to find English things here in New Zealand, and it's hard to find American things here in New Zealand. So when it comes to machinery, when you want motors, most of them are Japanese nowadays. A few of them are English, but even fewer are American. Now, I've been looking for an upgrade for my disc sander for about a year and a half now. But it had to be a particular kind of motor. I didn't want just any old motor. It had to be a Century to match my motor down there underneath the bandsaw. That's a nice half horsepower Century, and I wanted it to be vintage. So that was my two things, and my other one was it needed to be at least 1 horsepower, because I had a General Electric's half horsepower Repulsion induction motor on here, and it just wouldn't cut the mustard. So during the lockdown, ironically, here in New Zealand, a motor turned up on Trade Me, and it was a Century. It was a Repulsion induction, and it was 1.5 horsepower, and here it is. So I'll bring the tripod a bit closer, and I'm just going to bring it down so you can get a better look. So when I bought it, of course it wasn't like this. I picked it up on Thursday, today's Saturday. So yesterday I stripped it down, cleaned it right out, degreased it, got rid of all the dirt out of it. Now surprisingly, the windings are in immaculate order. All the installation paint is intact, everything's intact. The bushes, the bronze bushes, have very, very little wear. I did have one problem with this motor though. The fibrous shims were just stuffed, and some of them didn't even exist anymore. So anyway, I made up some shims and got it so the lateral movement is pretty much non-existent now. You see, you can push that. Very, very little lateral movement. When I picked up this motor, there was 3.5 mils of lateral movement, so quite bad. What I've been doing today is, if you see here, I will take it off the tripod and show you as a close-up for a moment. Okay, if you see here, I made up this stainless steel, what would you call it, bung, I guess. The original oil cap was missing, and the guy was just putting a bolt in it to plug it, just a loose fitting bolt. So anyway, today I made this firm fitting plug out of stainless. It's a push fit, and I have also glued it in with some, what do you call it, instant gasket silicone, and then I made this little brass thumb screw. So that was today's project. It took quite a while because the stainless is always hard to work with, and you got to know what you're doing. But I got there in the end. So all is well that ends well, and it's looking good now. It sort of fits with the era of the motor almost. So basically, for me, this motor here is a real gem. It's very, very hard to find these in New Zealand, and like I said, I've been looking for about a year and a half. So I've also painted it black to suit my other Century motor down below the bandsaw. I'll just take that off the tripod again and show you guys this one. This one here is a little half horse Century, and it's over 70 years old, and it's a capacitor start, this one. It's a very cool little motor, and it's in good order too. Once again, the bushes had very little wear, and I just cleaned it out and stripped it down to metal and painted it like I've done with this one. Did that about a year ago now, or maybe a little longer. So, what I'll do now is I'll start this up for everybody to look at. I will be raising the bed for the disc sander now. This motor sits taller than the half horse, but I've just been fitting the motor out. Runs smooth, no problems at all. Just a little bit of glue still leaking out the side of the sanding disc. When I got this, it definitely wasn't running this smooth because of the lateral movement, but now that I've taken the lateral movement out, it's running very, very smooth. Yeah, so I'm absolutely stoked, and I'm sure this thing's going to tear anything apart. I run 80 grit on it, and yeah, it'll be very, very cool once I get it all finished. Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you like, please hit like and give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Bye.